Cleveland, Ohio, a city seemingly synonymous with rock and roll. I mean, my whole life I've just known that, and no one had to tell me. Just watch the Drew Carey Show.
Cleveland rocks, Cleveland rocks, Cleveland rocks. Ohio.
People, I don't know if you heard, but Cleveland rocks. Clearly. It's right there in the song. It's in the bricks of the buildings that have this uniquely aged and weathered color that almost screams to everyone passing by, hey, put some more distortion on that guitar already. And while you're at it, turn it up to 11. It's even written in the rust on these iconic bridges. Look at that. Now that's rock and roll. And not that overproduced, auto-tuned top 40s rock and roll either. This is that smoking on an airplane, destroying the hotel room after boinking three sisters with no names, throwing a lawn chair in the public pool from the 15th floor and somehow still getting found the next morning passed out on the front lawn when you don't even remember how you got downstairs, rock and roll. Now me, I love all music. That's why I started this channel. But deep down and ever since I can remember, I love rock and roll. There was no way I was letting this opportunity to tell the story of how a single genre of music helped to shape an entire city get away from me. So I brought my camera, all of them actually. Look, the Hall of Fame would tell the history of rock and roll. And be sure, I'm going to try to bring you with me on my visit to this amazing venue. I want you to see everything I saw, and we're going to get there, I promise. But the story is about how a city was built on rock and roll. And that was the story I wanted to tell. But I found out pretty quickly that wasn't the story Cleveland, Ohio was telling. My name is Doug Core, and you're watching The MCs, music at the core of everything. We're telling the story of my journey to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the city it might have left behind. Let's get into it. Like every great story, this one starts at the beginning. So this isn't a train ride to the airport. This is the train inside the Atlanta Hartsfield Airport. It's that big.
Okay, it's 10 maybe in the morning. We had to wake up at 6 to get here at 7. For what? But hey, that's what it is. You never know. But we're here, about to leave Atlanta, and when we touch down in Cleveland, I'm making a little video. We'll see what's going on.
So we made it. And once you land in Cleveland, saying the Hall of Fame is a big deal here is an understatement. It's more like they want us to know that it's the single identity of the city itself. Everywhere you look is a reminder that the Hall is here, and don't you forget it. And like I said before, it just reinforces the idea that this is the city built on rock and roll. Curiously though, the first thing you see once the doors open to the outside, the kind of pickup area, are posters on every gate that says, Doughboy welcomes you to Cleveland. And if you don't know who Doughboy is, well, you're not alone. I mean, this ain't pop hip hop, guys. This is drill rap. Murder, guns, drugs, catch a body, catch a case, that kind of thing, and nothing else. And listen, to my hip hop heads, I know that's an oversimplification, but you know what I'm talking about. Now, if you know hip hop like I do, you know every city has this kind of underground gangster hero music. They speak the language of the very real gang life, hood stories, and the reality of poverty in every city. But the only other time I've seen these local hood stories anywhere close to the airport was when the Black Mafia family, otherwise known as BMF, literally had a billboard outside of the Atlanta Hartsfield Airport. In my experience, and just my experience, this is only because in these type of cities, the underground faction isn't really that underground. In these cities, drug money and influence means political influence as much as in the neighborhood. But hey, what do I know, right? It's just my experience, and I found it curious. Anyway, this was an early morning, an extremely rocky flight. My nerves were shot, and I was tired of pretending for 2 hours that I wasn't scared of flying. Especially when for an hour straight, it felt like the plane was going to get flipped over and fall out of the sky like that Denzel Washington movie at any moment. I was ready to get to the hotel and decompress, y'all. So we did.
Get yourself out the box.
Yeah, that was a tough flight. Turbulence, and I'm not a fan of flying. Like, to be honest, I usually get a few drinks in first, just to calm my nerves. But the flight was so short, and the entire thing was so turbulent. I couldn't even get any drinks. Couldn't do anything. Just sat there. Felt like the plane was about to fall out the sky. It's early. I think the last message I gave you guys, I was at the Atlanta airport riding through the tunnels. I'm in Cleveland. Come take a look.
Hey guys.
So this is Justin, the guitar player for the band, and we're staying at the West End downtown. And this hotel is dope, guys. So real quick, we're just gonna show you around, get our wristbands, and get this story started.
Oh, when you're smiling. What's going on, guys? I got the wristband. So anyway, that's what I'm doing today. And I'll see you on the next one.
This is Victoria, the singer of our little band here, which we now have affectionately named The Chins. Don't ask. Anyway, she actually lived in Cleveland for years before moving to Atlanta, so who better to go to get the insight on the real relationship music has with this city? She's also the obvious choice to show us around, so we called the Uber and she did. And spoiler alert, things get weird, like pretty much immediately after that, so buckle up. Oh, and the curious case of the Doughboy posters, well, it starts looking more like a first hint, rather than just a curiosity. I'll check in on you somewhere around the middle of the Uber ride to make sure you're following the same story I am. You'll see what I mean.
Right, music in relationship to this city. Like, what is it? How big is music in the city? How has music shaped this city?
I think the interesting thing is, even though the Cleveland Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is here, it's really well known for their Broadway district here, the Playhouse district, and then also the Cleveland Orchestra, one of the best orchestras ever.
Oh,
Ice
really?
Cream Orchestra.
Really?
It's at Severance Hall in University Circle, which we're going to.
Is there a reason the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's here?
I don't. There used to be a lot of money in Cleveland, and that's why there's all the factories, and we went to that graveyard. It has all the Rockefellers and everything. So there was a lot of money. So that's why there's a lot of arts. It's all down to money.
That's funny.
So yeah, my downtown memories are just like
Traumatizing.
that, and then yeah, and one time another friend was like, "Let's go to a casino." I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, no. And it's gotten worse. So
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's gotten worse.
yeah, it's bad in there. Like, there's people always getting kicked out. There's fights all the time now. It's not like
It's
to
just like
enjoy
this-
yourself.
Yeah, there was this weird guy who was like staring at my friend the whole time, and real weird. I was
Yeah,
like,
downtown.
no.
I feel like
Yeah, I
it's
feel like
either
it's yeah,
sketchy
it's
people down
tourist-
here, and yeah. I always say it. I'm like, you either work down here, or you're visiting, or you're a
Somebody
killer.
lives in every
because-
city now.
You said, or you're a
Or
killer.
you're a killer.
You work here, you're visiting, or you're a killer.
I'm sure. I always say it. I'm like, I think I've had 2 spies in my car.
Like,
Wow.
still not Detroit though. Do you know that video? It's still not Detroit.
No.
Oh my god, it's a really old YouTube video, and it's a fake Cleveland tourism video, and the whole time they keep singing "Still not Detroit."
Oh, that's tough. That's rough.
Ohio's always the butt of every joke. Like,
Hey, I saw a sign there that said Asia Town.
Yeah, there's like there's an area kind of like Urville.
Mm-hmm.
You guys go.
it's kind of run down now, but there's some.
Used to be really good fun.
Yeah, there's some that are still. Dagon Rice is there. They have the and they have Asian Town Mall. I can't remember the name, but it's run down like really bad. You got to be careful. It's in a bad area.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Yeah, it's fancy. Fancy, same shitty people though. I think somebody just got killed there the other day. Swear to God, they just got shot in the front of that store. I think it was over a parking spot too or something. Yeah, something stupid.
Is this one of those states where everybody's got a gun and wants a
Yeah.
second one
Yeah.
and a third?
But I feel like this is a still pretty blue city, though.
I don't
It's
know.
the main
Cleveland's pretty bad with the guns right now, and I think it's mainly because there's like a war going on with the police and gangs right now. So like, I live on the east side too, so it's only some of the east side. Because when you get more up into the 200s, that's where all the mansions are. And,
Yeah, you're up in Shaker Heights.
right, Shaker Heights, and yeah, right. So kids getting the guns too. That's been a big thing that's on the rise, and they've been stealing cars like crazy. So. Yeah, but mind your business, you guys will be fine. Don't worry.
Oh, welcome.
By the way,
Be careful. I was gonna say, if you live in Atlantic, you should know.
No, yeah, exactly.
So, are you with me so far? According to Victoria, Cleveland is well known for its Broadway-style playhouses, world-renowned orchestra, oh yeah, and don't forget the money. She said the whole is here because names like Rockefeller are buried here, and the giant factories bear the names of their friends, and those folks invest in the arts. But in the Uber, I don't think I've ever heard a driver give a tour so bleak. The Asia Town is now a bad neighborhood. The guns are in the hands of children. The cops are at war with gangs, and these are the same gangs that he belongs to, while greeting you in a sanctioned message as soon as you enter the city. What we have here is a tale of two cities, folks, and I'm gonna make it even more clear to you in just a moment.
So here it comes again, and in my head, and in my head.
Oh, I've been to the Natural History Museum. I've been to all these museums. That was what I did all the time whenever I was in school. Thank you so much.
You're very
you so
welcome,
much
guys.
for the
Have
ride.
fun. Enjoy your time while you're here.
thank you. Stay safe.
In my head,
This is the Cleveland Art Museum. It's not just a museum, an epic one at that. It's the public gathering place. It's a chef-inspired lunch menu and an awe-inspiring open dining area surrounded by trees and rivers. Like, the vibe is fine art and fine food, and high-class people indulging in high-class things. The high-class classical music that was, and I checked, actually world-renowned. The highest-paid orchestra in America and up there in the entire world. The high-class musical theater scene. Every single restaurant, from the local pub to the hole-in-the-wall Mexican joint, was curated by chefs, steeped in history and culture, and let's not forget, priced as such. You see, these things are too gaudy to have plastered all over your airport where the average, everyday, middle-class American citizen stops by to check out your city, when the truth is, you don't have a middle class to speak of. You have the High Art Museum and Doughboy. You have $100 Japanese whiskey at the pub and a rundown, poorly invested in actual Asia town. Look, in Chapter 3, I'm going to take you into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with me, and it's amazing. But right here, in this part of the story, we're left with the reality that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has as much to do with Cleveland as this ancient Egyptian sarcophagus. It's on display here, and it's brought here by the people who have the means and the leisure to think deeply about the value and importance of art, history, and culture. And it is indeed treasured by those who know its worth, but it didn't come from here. It didn't grow up here. And it certainly doesn't represent the actual city around it. For example, right now, name 3 iconic rock bands from Cleveland. Exactly. The people in power need you to believe that it's the single identity of the city because the people in power choose to use the institution as a replacement for its desperately lacking middle-class population. But I promised you fun here as well, guys. So Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, here we come. So, while we're walking into the hall, let me tell you why we're here. I was asked to play in a band that will be backing some amazing students invited here from the music academy where I teach. And the band gets to play some solo tunes as well. So tomorrow is show day. And you know I got video. So stay tuned for that. But today, it's just for fun. And as soon as you come in, the best place to start is down here, where some of the rich origins of rock are displayed, like Aretha Franklin, James Brown, Chuck Berry, Etta James, and other originators of the rock and roll sound.
Bob Marley's Being Hot. Wagwan. Tom Morello shirt. Wow. We got Bootsy Collins outfit right there.
You'll also find a few specialty exhibits like this room full of photographs built as a tribute to a famous rock and roll photographer, as well as a bunch of random donations meant to showcase artists from Cleveland, like Machine Gun Kelly. Okay, anyway, so I did a live at the same time, and you can find it on this channel, but I would like to show you one of the exhibits that really touched me. Check it out.
I figured it's a better place to start. Public Enemy. When Public Enemy was saying fight the power, talking about black power, they were almost seen as terrorists. 30 years, 40 years later, they were in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Now this gets to where we see that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame refuses to leave this city behind, or any class or group of youth culture in any way. I mean, they treat those big society-changing moments with the same respect, whether it be country, hip-hop, industrial, R&B, or anything else. And as long as it matters to the music, it matters here. And as long as it matters to this city's kids, it matters here. They put their money and their volunteerism where their mouth is. So I'd say that's pretty awesome.
It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome.
Oh, this was crazy, guys. They literally have jam rooms where anyone can take lessons on guitar, piano, or drums. And for those who can jam, they let you freaking jam. So you know what I did. What did you think I would do?
You ready? All right, guys.
Now this is one of my favorite exhibits. There was a story of Kurt Cobain drilling a hole into his guitar on stage while smashing it just to impress Eddie Van Halen. Yes, they have the actual guitars, people, and the video of the actual show to prove it. I almost fainted. And speaking of Eddie Van Halen, check this out.
This one's for you, Casey. Here's your boy's guitar. It's a replica, though, even though it's at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Now, when it was all said and done, Justin and I decided we paid enough for Uber rides already today. And we're only staying a few blocks away, so we decided to walk. And immediately upon leaving the hall, we were reminded there was an actual real city around it.
You're straight! A little organized march for trans rights. I want you guys to know that no matter what else happens here, whatever I've been talking about, if you have a friend in the community, if you know someone with a friend or with a relative in the community, right now they're going through a lot. They're getting attacked from all sides. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot more of this in the near future. Turns out the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is not the only important thing going on, huh?
So as the sun began to set on this honestly beautiful and charismatic city, I thought about everything I saw and heard today. And yeah, I stand by my original assessment. The powers that be try to shoehorn the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame into every corner, every window, every airport wall, floor, and ceiling, because they can't put on display all of the other amazing things this city has to offer, because 75% of the population will never have the leisure time, the money, or even the educational context to enjoy them. That's a fact. It looks like it to me. But I also found out that is not the Hall of Fame's fault. They are so active in the community that built it that I was wrong. It's not just an exhibit anymore. It's a part of this city that deserves its place here. It has earned it, and I feel proud to have the opportunity to play here tomorrow. See you then, guys.
Next time I see you guys, we'll be in there.
You know, it's zoomed in a little bit. It was like your chin.
My chin? Oh, shit. You're right.
It's almost time.
Hello! Everybody's chin.
That's my best.
Hi, we're trying to go with our new band name. It's the Chins.
Oh!
Like the Shins. Chin.
All right, guys. Next time we see each other will be at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Not a bad name at all.